As it gets later into summer, the number of hurricane questions we get starts to increase, and rightfully so. We're getting towards the peak of hurricane season. And today we have a great question from Jim. He asks, "Hey Ray, how does the eye form in a hurricane, and what are the ingredients of a defined eye wall?" First, let's define what the hurricane's eye is. The eye is simply the hurricane center. It's known as a relatively calm and clear area of the hurricane. Hurricane eyes are typically about 20 to 40 miles in diameter, but they could be bigger or smaller than that. And it's weird to think that such a damaging, powerful storm has a center that's calm and clear. So why is that? The National Weather Service says that the cause of eye formation is still not fully understood, but it's probably related to the combination of the conservation of angular momentum and centrifugal force. Now remember, the conservation of angular momentum means that objects will spin faster as they move towards the center of circulation. In other words, air increases its speed as it heads towards the center of the tropical cyclone or hurricane. However, as speed increases, an outward directed force called centrifugal force occurs because the wind's momentum directs the wind in a straight line. That straight line momentum leads to an outward pull against the curve of the wind moving around the center of the cyclone, and this makes for a clear and calmer center. The weird thing about hurricanes is that the calmest part of the storm, or the eye, is right next to the most intense part of the storm, or the eye wall. Yes, you did hear that right. The calmest part of the hurricane, or the eye, is right next to the strongest winds in the hurricane, which occur in the eye wall. This is where the tall thunderstorms form and push out those strong winds and intense rainfall. According to Dr. Gerald Heimsfield, research meteorologist emeritus from NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, through a process known as latent heating, clouds develop and the resulting convection heats up the atmosphere, carrying the warm air up into the higher levels. This acts like a feedback system that intensifies the hurricane. So there you have it. One of nature's wildest storms is calm and measured on the inside. Reporting from home, I'm meteorologist Ray Petelin.